What's up, guys, and welcome back to 8 Count. Today we're going to be talking about an update on KSI and who he's going to be fighting. Okay, I don't even know where to go with this one. I think we all pretty much know where KSI is going next and who he's fighting. It looks pretty set in stone that it's going to be Joe Fournier. And yeah, I feel like that's a smart fight. KSI, at the end of the day, wants to fight Jake Paul. And in order to fight Jake Paul, he needs the relevant experience. So I think fighting the YouTubers is all, it's all great. But at the end of the day, if you want to push yourself and get to the experience level that Jake has had, and what he's pushing himself to, you need to do the same. I think fighting Tyron Woodley and the likes of those kind of guys isn't wise. You want to fight someone who's going to give you the rounds, the experience, and essentially someone who's going to push you. And I think Joe Fournier is the correct man for that. With that being said, I see KSI winning that fight. He has the determination that no one else has. He has the grit. He has the power. We've seen a change in technique, which all props to shoot fighters, and we have seen just a change in how he's approaching these fights. We all know now that Jake Paul has lost, and is that going to take a mental effect on him going into other fights? Who knows? Maybe so. Who knows? But what we can say is that fight is still huge, unless Jake Paul goes and fights Tommy Fury again and loses again. Then I feel like his price has gone down. KSI's price is still high. Does it make that fight as big as it would have been? Who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no. But yeah, we move. Okay, so speaking about something that came out on Twitter yesterday. A tag team match. Floyd Mayweather and KSI versus Manny Pacquiao and Salt Papi. My mind was gone. And apparently it's true, because underneath a comment, Mams Taylor said been working on it, and KSI liked the post, and we all know Mams is KSI's manager. So where has this come from and why? We all know that Salt Papi is one of the best in the crossover boxing scene. He looks like a seasoned vet. He looks like he's been doing this his whole life. KSI, again, regarded as one of the better fighters, one of the best pound for pound crossover boxers. And these two have been going back and forth. Not so much. Salt Papi been calling everyone out. Everyone's stuck in him. Everyone's scared to fight him. So, it makes sense. The guy's too good. He'll knock you out and he'll embarrass you. Especially if you want to make a long career in this scene, you would want to avoid someone like Salt Papi until you're very ready for it and you have confidence that you can do some damage. But with that being said, he did call out KSI as one of the names, and KSI was like, he needs to fight real boxers and XYZ and whatever. How do I see that going if they fought each other solo? It's hard to say. KSI stamina, he has a stamina for a freak. Salt Papi has some of the fastest hands I've seen. He has some of the most accurate shots I've seen. But KSI can take a punch, and we know that. He can hold a punch, he can return a punch, and yeah, it's a crazy fight. I don't know how that goes. But including Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, some of the greatest boxers of our generation, in a tag team match on Misfits with KSI and Salt Papi is crazy. It's crazy. So Floyd Mayweather and KSI teaming up. Like, when would you ever see that? Mayweather, and it's a controversial one because I love what Misfits is doing. I loved the tag team match, but I feel like Mayweather should have retired after his career. I don't like the exhibition matches he's doing. I don't like it. But this, however, I like. I like it. I think it would break the internet. It would be crazy. But I don't see Floyd Mayweather tagging out. Salt Papi and Manny Pacquiao, I could see the chemistry. Like, I could see them working together. KSI, do I see him tagging in Floyd Mayweather? No, I don't. Like, these men have such big, like, egos not in like a. They would want to prove themselves. You know, they would want to say, "Look, I'm better. I'm the guy. I beat both of these guys." But damn, people on the internet were going like their heads were blown. If this fight actually gets made, who knows? Who knows what the limits are to crossover boxing? Who knows who else will come back? Do you know who I want to see? Mike Tyson. I want to see Mike Tyson on a Misfits card against one of these other heavyweights. That would be crazy. Speaking about Misfits, we know now that Misfits '06 will be JMX versus Le'Veon Bell. I don't know much about Le'Veon. I know he's an American NFL player, former NFL player. I think JMX obviously has been calling out the likes of Logan Paul for ages. Just any kind of tall heavyweights he's been calling out. And he hasn't been as active in the scene as, say, maybe you're Slim. But he is somebody who always proves himself when it comes down to the fight game. And he's someone who seems dedicated, and he's somebody who wants to prove a point. With that being said, apparently this fight will be... The winner of this fight will then go on to fight Logan Paul. And the reason why I think that that's huge is because Logan Paul is another one. We know that he's active in combat sports. You know, he's doing his wrestling thing on the side. But I feel like Logan Paul still has a point to prove in this boxing scene. We saw him fight KSI. We saw that his jab was really good, but we didn't see that right hand. We didn't see the knockout power. We then saw him fight Mayweather, and we saw the same thing. We saw a good jab. We didn't see the power, and we saw a Logan Paul where I feel like we could see much more of him. You know, I feel like there's so much more that you can get out of Logan Paul. But yeah, I think that's an amazing lineup. Misfits, I think, are doing events right. Aside from the Kingpin tournament, which I really like the format, I think to myself, after that format, what happens next? Do they then do a different weight class and try to implement the same tournament? Because we now know Misfits is providing a structure, and with this 5-year deal with DAZN, they're providing longevity and careers for these fighters. And having someone like Mams Taylor, DAZN, KSI, you have that sense of security and the sense of, oh, this is going to go on for long, and I will be paid, and I will be able to do this securely. With someone like Kingpin, apparently they're showstar. KSI exposed them on Twitter, so who knows? And we all know with other boxing companies, they kind of go bust when they realize this is going to cost a lot more than we anticipated, and we have to pay these fighters. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. JMX or Le'Veon Bell versus Logan Paul on KSI versus Jake Paul undercard. Who knows? I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think of the tag team match Floyd Mayweather KSI versus Salt Papi and Manny Pacquiao, and what you think of Misfits '06 and Logan Paul's return to the ring. I'll be back again soon. Peace.